I'm Wills Elliman, head of Newmark Grubb Knight Frank's Wilmington, Delaware office. Today, we're going to interview MichaelPrinster, Managing Director of Romer Labs in the United States. Romer is owned by Austrian company, the Erber Group.
I am MichaelPrinster, and I'm the CEO of Romer Labs North America. The history of Romer Labs, again, it started with Tom and his wife Marie Romer, which is how I got the name, in 1982. The history states he worked for Ralston Purina at the time, and he was working in a lab and decided he wanted to start his own laboratory testing for mycotoxins, which predominantly is testing grain-based products. And he developed a cleanup column and a laboratory method and started testing grains. And that just expanded into a larger laboratory. The facility in Union, Missouri is the original facility, and it continued to grow. And in 1999, Tom and Marie decided to retire and sold the company to an Austrian holding company called Erber AG. And from that point, Romer Labs opened a corporate office in Austria and then Singapore, and currently we have 8 offices in 8 different countries. The transition from a company that tests only mycotoxins, which is essentially a very small niche market, we saw that it wasn't going to grow, and it was either going to be absorbed or disappear. And so we decided and agreed that we would become a food safety testing company. We changed our slogan from worldwide expertise in mycotoxins, which doesn't sound grandiose, to making the world's food safer. And that's what we believe in, that's what we do. And from that point, it took off, and this is what we want to do. And then we started developing plans of how to do it. And it started with partnerships with other companies that made products but could not sell them globally. And we've grown exponentially from there. Yes, the SDIX acquisition actually started, that was one of our partners. They manufactured and they were selling GMO testing products at the time. And we partnered with them for a couple years before the acquisition to sell the GMO products globally. They did not have a global presence, so we helped with that. At the same time, we were partnering with allergen test kit manufacturers, and that put us, I guess, a larger presence into the food safety markets. And we started having customers asking us for different types of tests, such as pathogens, microbiology-based tests, which we did not sell. We would direct them to SDIX, but we did see that we needed to expand, and we reached out to SDIX and discussed the potential acquisition. At the time, they were not interested, but a few months later, they called back, and we started the process. So we have R&D teams based in Austria, here in Newark, a couple people in Union, Missouri, and then we have another group in Singapore. And we do have a small actual research facility in Malaysia as well, but it's run from the Singapore office. We're always looking to develop new tests. I would say our focus has always been what I would call being a quick test champion. So the idea is to make a rapid test that's as accurate as a reference method, so that the end user, food processor, whoever, could get a very rapid result. It's not always easy when you deal with pathogens. It takes some time to grow the pathogens to a level where they can be identified. But with the mycotoxins, they're either there or they're not. So it's a different world, microbiology and chemistry. But we are looking to find a new platform for pathogen testing. And obviously, time to result is key. But in the meantime, we're also working on some additional antibody-based tests for pathogens as well. We should be coming out with a new test for salmonella that's one-step enrichment. It still takes over 12 hours to get the final result, but it's fast and it's easy to use, so you don't have to have a scientist to run it. I think it's difficult to look 3 years in the future, because 3 years ago I would have never thought I'd be sitting here. And 3 years before that, I would have never thought we would own a company in Newark, Delaware. So I think we'll triple, because my ultimate goal, what makes me happy, is to succeed. I like winning, and I know we will. That's where I'll be in 3 years. Now, will it be in Newark, Delaware, Union, Missouri, or will we have another facility somewhere else in the United States? It's possible.